What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another mod review, and today we are going to be reviewing a mod called Ray's Minimap. I get asked a lot of questions, what is that little map in the top right hand corner of my screen in my let's plays and stuff, and so I thought I had to show you guys a mod review on this mod because it really is awesome. I started using this mod around 1.5 in Minecraft, and I'm pretty new to it, so I didn't realise all the cool features it had, but once I started using it I realised how awesome it really was. So let's get started and show you guys all the features this mod has. So once you install this mod, you will automatically get the map in the top right hand corner of your screen, so you won't need to do anything. You install the mod, the map will be there. Technically you can just start playing from there, you don't have to touch any of the options, but there are so many cool features in this mod. I'm going to show you all the options that are really cool. There's so many, I'll skim over a few, but the main really cool ones I will show you them in detail. So once you install this mod, the first thing you need to do is press M on your keyboard, and that will bring up the options for this mod. And as you can see, it will tell you exactly what version of the mod you have and what version you are using it on Minecraft. So we're using version 3.4/1 on Minecraft 1.6.2. Perfect. Right, and as you can see, there is a little list of options here, and there's so many stuff in these options, it's crazy, but we're going to try and go through it as best as we can. The first option here is Ray's Minimap. This is the minimap that you can see right here. You can turn it off or you can turn it on, it's totally up to you. That option right there is just for this little map in the top right hand corner. This mod has other features. If you disable the map, the other features will still work, so that option right there is just for that map, so you can turn it off and on, it's up to you. Render type, this refers to the map again. What it will do, it will change what the map is focusing on. So this one you can just change it to show you which biome you're in. So if you fly over a snow biome, it'll go white and stuff like that. And this one is cave. Cave one's quite interesting, it kind of looks like a night vision thing, so let me show you. It looks weird on the surface, but once you start going underground into caves, let me just go in this cave here, you can see it will start to change and it will just show me where caves are. As you can see, look, see, it's just showing me like a kind of night vision, showing me exactly where the open areas are in caves, which I thought was really cool. I never really used it, to be honest with you, but I just thought it was a really cool feature, and there's so much more to this mod as well. So let me go back into the options. So we've got cave, surface, biome, they're really good features. Now death point is really interesting. So a few people use this with this mod, and if you have this enabled, what it basically does, it tells you the last place you died. So let me just fly up here, I'll just turn it on. So let me go and kill myself. I don't think that's high enough, let's go a bit higher. Let me kill myself, switch it to survival, and when I die, if I respawn, if I look around, there you go, I've got a death point on my screen now, so it'll tell me the last place I died. And that can be really useful if you're playing in survival and you're going on a really far adventure and you die somewhere and you lose all your stuff and you don't have a clue where it was. The death point is really good. It tells you how many meters it is away, so I think 2 blocks is a meter or 1 block is a meter, so it tells you how far it is away from you, and you can just go to that point and go back and get all your stuff. You can turn these off, they won't stay on the screen forever, but I will show you how to do that later on. So if we go back to M, and we've got death points there enabled, and here we go, we've got some more options for the minimap. So if we click this one, this basically customises how the minimap looks to you. You can have a square minimap, you can have a round one. This option is basically down to you. You can go through all of these and customize how it looks. You can change the texture to all different ones there. You can change what position it is. I'm not going to really go through every single one of these options because it really is down to you. I would just go through it yourself and kind of just click through each one, see what it does, and customize it to how you want it. So if we go back there and we go to surface options, again, it's just, it shows you, it tells you what stuff you want to show, whether you want to show lighting, if you want to show the transparency, environment color and stuff like that. Again, it's kind of customizing this little area here, so if you want to just go through that and just turn things off and on, see what it does, and then you can do it. It's exactly what I did. I don't know all of these options really in depth. I just went through them one by one, turning them off and on and showing which ones I like. This one says show the grid line, so you can show each chunk there, and this one says show slime chunks, but I don't think slime chunks are that necessary anymore because we all know slimes spawn in swamp biomes now, so I don't think they're really that necessary. So that's why I say just go through it and see what you like. Now this one here, the entity radar option, is really interesting. I only recently found out what this one does. So if we go into this, it's disabled at the moment, but if I turn it on, basically what this will do, it will show me where specific things are on the map. So if I turn all these off and I leave the monster one on, this is probably the best one to show you. So if I leave the monster one on and I go back and I exit the menu and then I press X on my keyboard, I'll get a big map here, and as you can see on my map, can you see them red circles? They are monsters. It's showing me exactly where monsters are on the map. Now I thought that was brilliant. So if you're looking for some mobs and you want to see where they're spawning in your area, say you've got like a mob farm and you need areas to light up and you need to see where monsters are spawning, you can put this on and you can see where it is. The death point showing up on my screen there. Let's get rid of that a second. I'll show you how to get rid of it in a second, but as you, I'm not in creative mode. Let me fly up here, and as you can see, if I press X again, we can see where my death point is in the middle there. We can see all them red circles, and they are monsters. So let me change it to a different type of thing as well. So we don't want to see monsters, we want to see where squids are. So let's go back and exit, and let's press X again. Is there any squids around me? Yep, you can go see it's right by the death point. It's showing me where all the squids are, right by that death point in the lake in the middle. So I thought that feature was really good. I never knew it had it in there. I only found that recently, and you can find all different kinds of stuff. Let's do one more and let's show where animals are. So let's press X again, and we can see there animals on the screen with the white circles, and it's showing you what direction they're facing in. That option is amazing. I really like it. But let's turn that off for now. If we go back to this one, we've got marker options here. Marker options are just showing you little markers here. You can enable them, turn them off, tell you the distance and the meter and stuff like that. Just again customizing little features on there. About the minimap, just tells you what version you're in and stuff, and these two here check for updates. Now there is more features to the minimap, even though we went through all of that, and one of the best features I think, and this is what I use it for, is waypoints. Now waypoints is something where you can mark a certain area in the map and you can go back to it and it tells you what direction it's in. So let me just fly over here and I will give you a quick example, because like this is my windmill right here. Now if I'm going to go really far and I can't remember where this is, I want to mark this as a waypoint. So what I will do, I will press C on my keyboard, and then this waypoint edit option will come up, and then I will type in here windmill, and I press OK, and it will mark a little point there, and then that mark will stay there all the time. So let me fly over here as well, and we will mark another waypoint over here by the hotel. So let's go and mark a waypoint here by the hotel, and as you can see, my windmill waypoint is still there. So I really like this feature. It kind of tells you where things are. If you're playing in a survival world and you've got something really far away from you and you don't want to lose it, you can mark a waypoint on it. So let's put hotel in there right now. So we've got hotel right there. So there you go. That is a really cool feature for this mod. You can mark all different type of waypoints as well. So let's go back into the options right now, and as you can see, you've got a waypoint setting right there. So when you go in there, it will show you all the waypoints, and you can customize the waypoints. You can turn them off or on. As you can see, the hotel one in the background is going off and on there. And what you can also do, you can delete stuff here. This is what I was talking about if you want to delete your waypoint. So if you go to the waypoint options and you click remove, you can click X on each one of these and it will remove all of them. So I click remove and it will get rid of it, and it got rid of the death point over there as well. There was a few more options left on this mod. One of them is the X key, which I showed you. The X key will bring up a big map and show you everything around you. So if you want to know which direction is the windmill, I can see it's in this direction. I can see where I'm facing, so I need to go that way. Yeah, the X key does that. The C key is for waypoints. Again, it will bring up the waypoint so you can mark it. And the Z key, that will zoom in on your map. So if you look at the top right hand corner now, as I'm pressing Z every single time, it's zooming in. So if you're not sure which the default option is, I think it's always 1x. So as you can see, it says 1.00x there. That is always the default option right there. And then again, M is for bringing up your minimap options. Now guys, I honestly think this mod is amazing, especially with the entity finder and the waypoint options. It really is good, because on my fan server I use this all the time when somebody's built a really awesome build and I want to mark it because I don't want to lose it. You can just mark it with a waypoint and you're forever going to know where it is and go straight back to it. And it's also good for survival when you die, and if you've got a mob spawner really far away and you can't remember what direction it is, you can just mark a waypoint. But yeah guys, that is all I think I've got to tell you for the Raise Minimap mob. I don't think I've missed any points on this mob. It really is an awesome mob. The link will be in the description for this mod if you want to download it and install it. I've got a link on how to install this mod. You can install it with Magic Launcher, so a one-click install, which is really helpful. But yeah guys, go and try this mod out and see what you think of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in another mod review.